Hello my friends. I don't know if you watched my last video, messing about in the woods. I identified these nice looking flowers as loose strife. But I did say I wasn't 100% sure what there was. And thank you to my fellow YouTubers in the comments. It is actually foxglove. And looking at it more closely, it is. But I'm right on the path to the cabin, so I'm going to cut them down because my mate's grandkids and that comes up. And the dogs. Being right next to the path, so I'm brushing against it, you just never know. So I've got the old faithful tree basher out. Just going to give them a chop. Right, I'll move them out the road now. Foxglove, I don't know if you did know, it is toxic and can be poisonous to humans and animals. It's got the toxin digitalis, I think, which is used in heart medicine. But you just got to be careful. So I've took them down to be on the safe side, out the way. It just goes to show, always be careful because you can misdiagnose and identify things. So unless you're really sure 100%, just be careful when you're out in the woods and foraging. Just a bit of advice, because we all make mistakes. Right, I've put out there an MTP multi-terrain pattern smock and a DPM smock, disruptive pattern material. See if you can see them. I'll zoom up. What do you think mingles into that background better? I think in this terrain I'm going to go for DPM. I feel like I'm in the Big Brother chair. I don't watch that though. It's not for me, them reality TV shows. Have you just seen? I put out 2 jackets, MTP pattern camouflage, multi-terrain pattern, and DPM camouflage, disrupted pattern material. My opinion, in this woodland, in this background, I think the DPM slightly took it. But British Army, they wore DPM for years and years and years in different conflicts. It was just basic camouflage. The MTP pattern, if I'm not wrong, they brought out in about 2010. The reason that being was obviously there was different conflicts in different countries, different terrain. And the MTP, obviously there was a lot of research, was a more multifunction, practical camouflage and uniform for the variety of conflicts in different countries. Let me know in the comments if which one you prefer. My favourite, to be fair, is DPM. I mean, I think as a fashion statement of walking around the streets, the MTP looks a lot better, goes down a lot better. Which I do wear my jacket, my MTP jacket, sometimes when I'm out walking around the streets. But let me know in the comments what you think. I hope everyone's well. Just enjoying another day at the cabin. Weather's a bit showery today, but can't moan. I'm in nature and I love it. So catch you, my friends. I haven't got no further from my shelter. It's been a bit more of a permanent structure. What I'm going to do with them branches there, I'm going to spread them out over the length of the ridge. I've ordered me a camouflage tarp and some scrim netting. And I'm going to drag that over it. I was going to use some bracken or some branches, but on the downside of using bracken and tree branches, I don't want to cut no fresh trees down, and the bracken will die, turn brown, plus this time of year it's full of ticks. So being permanent, I'm going to put a tarp over it with some scrim and that'll do the job. I'll bring you back to that when I've done it. I was just sitting on the porch of the cabin having a cup of tea, thinking and contemplating, and I was thinking about one of the channels I watched the other night. I subscribed to Bosun Dan, great bloke, great channel, knows his stuff. You'll learn some stuff off it. And I thought he was making a trap. I have done traps in the past myself. It's not something I do regularly. So I thought I'll practice with traps. Thanks Bosun Dan. Simple little spring trap. Obviously the blue rope is just for the purpose of the video. What you would use normally is a bit of paracord or even a bit of strong fishing wire. Your prey comes along, your predator, and let's just say that is a bit of food for him. Comes in, knocks that, obviously if I find a bit of rope or cord, the noose would tighten up, but that's the basic principle of it. Back in the big brother chair, that's what I'm going to call it from now on when I'm sitting talking to you like this. The trap that featured in my video you've just seen, it was a basic spring trap, and like I say, practice makes perfect. I ain't brilliant at them, but you know, you got to practice. Check out his channel, Bosun Dan, great channel, good bloke. But with the principle of the spring trap, you've got to find a nice supple youngish tree or a branch of a tree which has obviously got the spring to lift it back up. Because if you notice in the video, using that blue lily rope, which was only for purposes of showing you the crack, it didn't tighten the noose up and it didn't have as much spring as I thought it would do. So it's all about practice and finding the right trees. And like I say, use a paracord which will be a lot thinner, or some strong fishing wire, and that will obviously, the paracord, camouflage it, fishing wire, it won't be so bright to the animal, but hopefully it'll be caught in your noose. Just give it a practice in some of my next videos, or I might go into detail more, or check out Bosun Dan's channel. Like I say, he's started to do a few of them, and they are good. It just takes practice. But the thing is with bushcraft survival, it's all about practice. No one's perfect straight away. I mean, as you saw there, it was only for purposes of the video, but there was another spring in the tree, and the noose didn't tighten up. So if there'd been more spring in the tree and it was maybe a finer rope, it would have pulled tight on the noose. But the principle's there. Just cranking up the barbecue. I fancy me some burgers. Got no charcoal, so I'm gonna let it burn down a bit. So I fancy 4 minted lamb grill steaks. Just listening to the radio. I'm not going to mention the channel. And you know, in between the adverts, in between the songs, chaps going on. He said, "Oh, let's remember today. It's National Fish and Chip Day." And cranked on for it about 10 minutes. Let's remember the heritage of it. Hang on a minute, mate. Is that the most important thing on your mind? Do you know it's the 6th of June? People forget today. 6th of June, 1944. Normally landings. Let's remember the fallen and the people that served in the sea and the airborne drops. It's a change of tongues. I've not heard it mentioned once today. 6th of June, D-Day landings. Let's remember them. It's bad when they can all rant on about Fish and Chip Day, and let's remember the heritage of fish and chips. Okay, fair enough, yeah. You got plenty of days of the year to mention fish and chips. It's the 6th of June. Let's remember the fallen, lest we forget, for the brave souls that give their lives for what we have today. Well, what we have today. Anyway, I want to crack on back with getting the barbecue ready for my burgers. That's me rant over. But let's remember the fallen. Outdoor cooking. Even though I have got a barbecue, still, it's outside. I'm slow cooking. Double-decker burger sandwich. Lovely. Right, I'm going to tuck into that, people. I'll catch you in a bit. that's about all for me on this video. I hope you like my videos. Like and subscribe if you want to see more. I'll try and upload as regular as I can. Thank you very much again. Appreciate you all. Take care. Stay safe. Catch you on the next one.